Konnichiwa and welcome to another video on my channel. We are still here in Utoru, and the first thing we are going to do today is a 1.5 hour taxi drive to Kawayu Onsen, which is south from Utoru but still on Hokkaido, and there we can enjoy the nature and do a hiking tour. Taxi, here we go! So we just arrived here in Kawayu Onsen, a small hot spring town in Aikenmashu National Park's eastern section. It is a bit like in Rotorua, New Zealand. If you watched my New Zealand vlogs from last year, you know that in Rotorua you had this sulfur because it was a sulfur hot spring there. So here we have the volcano Mount Iyo, and you can also smell the sulfur. Kawayu Onsen is located near Mount Iyo-san, a sulfur mountain between Lake Mashu and Lake Kusharu, and that's because you can also see here that there's sulfur coming out of the ground. Whoa, it is hot and it really smells like sulfur. Let's move on. These lakes, Lake Kusharu and Lake Mashu, are we going to visit tomorrow in Jee's vlog, so stay tuned for that. Kawayu's close proximity to the famous lakes makes it a popular bait for visitors to the national park. Here in the area we can see the most beautiful natural wonders the country has to offer, the Kawayu Onsen hot spring. But before taking the bath in the onsen, we are now going on a hiking tour. As we said in some earlier vlogs from Tokyo, everywhere you can find these vending machines, and even in the smallest town here on Hokkaido, we have like a vending machine. It's really great. So we just bought some lunch here in a super small store at the end of the village, and now we are going to start our hiking tour. So what we're going to do exactly is that we are going to walk around Lake Kusharu. So tomorrow we will also go to Lake Kusharu, but there are two sides of the lake, and one side of the lake you can access with a car, but the other side is only accessible by walking. So tomorrow we will see the side of the lake where is the road, but today we will hike around the other side. We are now here walking on a path, and in the background you can see several volcanoes which are all in clouds, and the last one really in the background is Mount Iyo or Mount Iyo-san, which we will visit tomorrow. we just came from this pathway here, and now it is really getting dangerous because there's some crazy guy shooting around with his gun somewhere over here. So we decided to go back, and also there's no really direction to the lake Kusharo. So we will head back the way to our hotel. We just arrived here in our hotel room. We have the number 306. And if you saw Jee's vlog yesterday, you know how these Japanese style rooms look like. But now I will explain you again what functions they have. So, first of all, if you enter into the room, you have these kind of shoes. And you put these shoes on everywhere where you go in the hotel. Next, in the bathroom, we have toilet shoes, which you use if you want to go here in the bathroom. Then we are going into the main room. And in the main room, they are called tatami mats. And in the night, you will sleep on these mats on futon beds, which I think you can find here. No, in the other. Here. Here we have all these beds, which the staff will put on the floor in the afternoon, and then you will sleep here on the floor. And you also have these things, which are called yukati, and there's an onsen here in the hotel, and you put on these yukatis if you want to go to the onsen. And everything you do here is on the floor. So if you want to sit, you sit on the floor, you sleep on the floor. After a while, you get used to it and it gets really comfortable. Okay, so we just came out of our hotel, and as you can see, I have my flip-flops on because right across from our hotel there's an onsen right there, and that is where we're going to go now. Under Japan's islands are meeting 4 tectonic plates in the depth of 1,000 meters. The high energy released there not only causes catastrophes such as earthquakes and volcanic eruptions, but also gives Japanese people one of the country's largest natural treasures. All over Japan are more than 28,000 onsen, the hot springs of Japan. Kawayu Onsen, where we are now, is a hot spring city in the city of Teshikaga in eastern Hokkaido. The hot source river flows through the city, and that is why we have directly across from our hotel a hot spring, an onsen, but it is only a foot onsen here. You can see on this sign that the temperature in the air is nearly at 28 degrees. So the temperature difference between the air and the onsen is about 20 degrees. So let's have a look at the onsen. So here we have the bath house where we will put our feet in the onsen, in the hot water. And here we're walking on a bridge, and you can see this is a river which brings the hot water to the onsen right over there. So we will put our shoes here, and now we are putting our feet in the onsen. Oh, it's that hot! Across there you can see the white in the stone. This is sulfur, and here gets the warm or the hot water into the foot bath. It is so hot in the onsen that you can see I have here red stripes. So what do you think about the onsen?
It is an awesome experience, and the onsen strengthens the immune system. It also stimulates the circulation of the blood system, as you can see at my red legs.
As this was only a foot bath, we are now trying out the real onsen in our hotel. So after the relaxing part in the onsen, the sunset and everything is dark now. We have the next highlight here in Japan, is star watching tour. We will drive up with a bus to Lake Mashu, where we can see some stars in the night sky. So I hope we can get some awesome shots with the camera, and let's see if we can see some stars here in Kawayu Onsen in Japan.
This afternoon, Lake Mashu.
We just arrived here at Lake Mashu. We are in the middle of nowhere. We drove through the fog with the car and now we can see in the night sky already some stars, and I hope we can get some awesome camera shots. We are walking through the pitch black darkness. We have some portable lights and we literally see nothing but the stars. So we just finished our star watch, which was just an awesome experience. We were just taking a picture and I was sitting on the fence when there came a shooting star right in our picture. All in all, we had a great time here. We did lots of time lapses and photos. This was a super nice end of the day. And I hope you enjoyed this day as much as I did. And if yes, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. I will see you tomorrow in Jee's vlog, where we will visit the Lake Kushoro and the Lake Mashu at daylight. So, until next time.